Don't be afraid to cry. It will free your mind of sorrowful thoughts. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life in such a way that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. Listen, or your tongue will make you deaf. Listen to the wind, it talks. Listen to the silence, it speaks. Listen to your heart, it knows. Only when the last tree has died, the last river has been poisoned, the last fish has been caught, will we realize we cannot eat money. When the blood in your veins returns to the sea, and the earth in your bones returns to the ground, perhaps then you will remember that this land does not belong to you. It is you who belong to the land. The earth does not belong to man. Man belongs to earth. Listen, or your tongue will keep you deaf. If you want to know where you're going, look where your feet are taking you. All plants are our brothers and sisters. They talk to us, and if we listen, we can hear them. You already possess everything necessary to become great. Don't be afraid to cry. It will free your mind of sorrowful thoughts. Day and night cannot dwell together. It is better to have less thunder in the mouth and more lightning in the hand. They are not dead who live in the hearts they leave behind. All plants are our brothers and sisters. They talk to us, and if we listen, we can hear them. Tell me and I'll forget. Show me and I may not remember. Involve me and I'll understand. When we show our respect for other living things, they respond with respect for us. If we wonder often, the gift of knowledge will come. Most of us do not look as handsome to others as we do to ourselves. What is life? It is the flash of a firefly in the night. It is the breath of a buffalo in the wintertime. It is the little shadow which runs across the grass and loses itself in the sunset. When you were born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. Those who have 1 foot in the canoe and 1 foot in the boat are going to fall into the river. The weakness of the enemy makes our strength. A good soldier is a poor scout. We will be known forever by the tracks we leave. Do not judge your neighbor until you walk 2 moons in his moccasins. There is nothing as eloquent as a rattlesnake's tail. Force, no matter how concealed, begets resistance. Our first teacher is our own heart. Everyone who is successful must have dreamed of something. All who have died are equal. What the people believe is true. You can't wake a person who is pretending to be asleep. Beware of the man who does not talk and the dog that does not bark. He who would do great things should not attempt them all alone. If a man is as wise as a serpent, he can afford to be as harmless as a dove. A brave man dies but once, a coward many times. When a man moves away from nature, his heart becomes hard. Poverty is a noose that strangles humility and breeds disrespect for God and man. Force, no matter how concealed, begets resistance. Remember that your children are not your own, but are lent to you by the Creator. One rain does not make a crop. There is no death, only a change of worlds. Life is not separate from death. It only looks that way. It is less of a problem to be poor than to be dishonest. 1 finger cannot lift a pebble. Even a small mouse has anger. The rainbow is a sign from Him who is in all things. Walk lightly in the spring. Mother Earth is pregnant. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is of the past. Wisdom is of the future. Listening to a liar is like drinking warm water. To touch the earth is to have harmony with nature. When a fox walks lame, the old rabbit jumps. A starving man will eat with the wolf. A danger foreseen is half avoided. It is easy to be brave from a distance. The coward shoots with shut eyes. The bird who has eaten cannot fly with the bird that is hungry. A hungry stomach makes a short prayer. Do not wrong or hate your neighbor, for it is not he that you wrong but yourself. It is no longer good enough to cry peace. We must act peace, and live in peace. There are many good moccasin tracks along the trail of a straight arrow. A rocky vineyard does not need a prayer but a pickaxe. With all things and in all things we are relatives. The frog does not drink up the pond in which he lives. A people without a history is like the wind over buffalo grass. Not every sweet root gives birth to sweet grass. It takes 1,000 voices to tell a single story. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. No river can return to its source, yet all rivers must have a beginning. The rain falls on the just and the unjust. Each bird loves to hear himself sing. The way of the troublemaker is thorny.